We know it is a giant call, but we really do think the Ningaloo Reef and Exmouth is better than the Great Barrier Reef. Let's show you why.
Exmouth is truly a rugged, remote and stunningly blue part of the world. It sits a whopping 3,000 kilometres from Darwin and 1,200 from Perth. The remoteness of this wonderland only adds to its character and charm. Our favourite thing about Exmouth and the Ningaloo Reef is just how accessible it is. You literally walk off the beach and you're in the reef, swimming with turtles, you're seeing rays and all kinds of tropical fish. And the best part, there's no crocodiles out to get you.
You see us right here. Okay. Is it going to get scared or? Also, never use this snorkel set.
On top of everything being so accessible, the colours of the reef are truly amazing. Not to say that the Great Barrier Reef isn't worth the trip, it is also incredible, but when we got to the Great Barrier Reef you have to pay for a boat tour to go snorkeling, and it's a whole day excursion. Honestly, the colour of the coral we've seen just off the shore here, as well as the wildlife, has just been incredible. As well as the fish, for a large part of the year, Exmouth is home to migrating whale sharks, and you can book onto a boat tour to go swimming with them. We booked on with 3 island whale shark dive and had a fantastic day. Unfortunately, we missed out on seeing the whale sharks, but we did get to swim with giant manta rays and saw so many humpback whales breaching, which was incredible. Swimming that close to manta rays was totally unexpected and honestly such a bucket list item for me.
What just happened?
I saw the turtles on the drone.
You actually flew your drone out far too.
But it isn't just the water here that's breathtaking. The sunrises and sunsets never failed to disappoint.
There is 0 wind. I just woke up at 5, realised there was no wind, and looked out. It's a beautiful morning, so we're attempting to go for a kayak at the wreck. I didn't think it was windy when I woke up, and we've got here and it is blowing a gale. At least we just missed the sunrise. Oh shit. So much for no wind.
Another great thing you can do is to hire or buy a kayak. You just paddle out a couple of k's and you're at the reef, where you'll have the whole place to yourself. We would just moor up and jump in, where we'd see reef sharks and turtles all around us.
Morning, we have jumped off at Tantabiddi off the boat ramp, and we're trying to find one of the public moorings. So there's a bunch of different public moorings all through Exmouth. You can take your kayak out and leave it out there. So we only picked this up, what, yesterday? 2 days ago? It's not easy to get on and off the roof. The van's quite tall, but I've got some coffee. Doesn't look like it, but I paddled a fair bit of the way. Whoa! Oh my gosh! That's just a massive massive sea turtle went straight under us. They have all these different sanctuary zones in Exmouth, and you can't fish in them, but you can come and you can swim and you can snorkel and kayak and you can bring your boat in here as well. But yeah, then there's other sections that you're allowed to fish out. So it's sectioned off, it's done really well, and the rangers do a very, very good job around here. Out. It's a lovely afternoon. It's just gone high tide and we didn't have any hosts, but all of a sudden the wind's dropped and yeah, it's nowhere near as nice as our glass out morning the other day. Hey, I don't think we realised at the time how lucky we were. We've got our sun safety, we're looking suave. Ben's doing the work back there. I'm taking a chill, but you should have seen us try and get in. It was a bit wavy, we just got the canoe absolutely soaked. Gotta take it in, empty it out, try again, but we're getting better.
We made it to the reef.
It's very choppy getting out here. It looks nice out here now, but yeah. We're not sure how far we got, we're not sure where the buoy is, but there is no one for, I don't know, we cannot see a single other person, another boat, so we're not gonna jump out. It feels a bit eerie out here, as beautiful as it is. Kind of scary, so I'm gonna head back in. It was still a nice kayak, it was good practice.
Coming back in has been cruisy. We've just ridden the waves. It's taken us like 10 minutes to get back in. It took us 40 minutes to get out. Riding the waves back to shore.
Speaking of riding the waves, you can go surfing. We were out there and we had turtles underneath us. You can see the reef from above. You can't do that in Cairns. Surfing works up an appetite and thirst like no other, and town is only a 20-minute drive away from the surf beaches. There is some epic breweries and the town is really fun with a few quaint little shops. There's not much to do, but there is 2 good breweries and the food is really, really good there.
How good's the fish burger? Fan of you. Always a view. So, the owner just dropped us off some cake. They're closing here for a couple of months. Well, for the next month, so free cake.
That's Chris and Nadine. We met these guys in Kakadu and they caught up to us in Exmouth. We spent a week or so exploring the national park with them and they even caught us some fish for dinner.
Our fish that you caught.
Exmouth isn't just beaches though. The national park is home to some stunning hikes and incredibly rugged scenery.
It feels so strange hiking again. All the exercise we've done has been in the water, but the flies are insane. This is what you get for hiking almost in the middle of the day, but there is a breeze and it's only about 30 degrees, so it's not too warm. But it's about 3 k's return to Mandu Gorge, so we'll take you with us. So it's hot and there's flies everywhere. They're very frustrating, but we did hike up. If you can see down there, we came up all through the riverbank and it's like thick pebbles. Came our way up steep up this mountain top to be rewarded with this epic view. And this just depicts Exmouth. I mean, you've got the fantastic, like the blue and turquoise bay behind us, and then you've just got the rugged mountains and the outback terrain that we're actually in. Like, it just shows how rural we actually are.
Look at the flies on Shirley's bag.
I think in Exie you get this like false sense of it being a bit cooler. You go by the water, there's always a breeze, there's nearly always a breeze, it's very windy, but oh, when that breeze stops, yeah, you remember that you're up north of Australia and it is hot through the day. That hike was only an hour and it's time for a swim, that's for sure. Let's go.
Obviously there are a couple of downsides to Exmouth. It is extremely windy at times, and it's quite far from the national park to town. It takes about an hour to drive there and back again, which is longer than we expected. However, there are no crocodiles to worry about, so we'll take that any day of the week. We drove out to Charles Knife Canyon to watch sunset one night. It's about a 30-minute drive from town centre and almost an hour from the other side of the Cape where we were staying. However, it was definitely worth the drive. We all piled into a cheese board and got the guitars out to watch the sunset over the range. Because if you didn't notice already, we're rather fond of a cheese board and the sunset.
Oh, you can see it!
We stayed at Yardie Homestead while in Exmouth, which is located around the Cape about half an hour from Exmouth town centre. We stayed here for almost 6 weeks, doing an hour of work every day around camp in return for a campsite to stay at. This is our daily work for stay. We clean the bathrooms, in rooms on the sinks, on the toilets. And we get to stay here.
Hour a day and get some chores done. It's not too bad. Saves us a lot of money and a bit of routine.
Having the opportunity to work at Yardie meant we could afford to stay so much longer than we could have otherwise, and it wouldn't have been the same experience. We made such great friends working there, and it allowed us to relax if the weather wasn't in our favour. Exmouth was somewhere we'd looked forward to before even setting off on our trip. For us, it looked to tick all the boxes, and it absolutely exceeded those expectations, and it has been our favourite stop on the road. Snorkeling on the reef is by far the best we've ever done. The colour of the water truly has to be seen to be believed. The amount of wildlife that we saw was incredible. And honestly, I don't think anything can top surfing with turtles. So, do we think Exmouth is better than the Great Barrier Reef? 100% yes.